this. We tip bottles for the homies that can't be here with us.
Okay, so let's dive into that part then, cause you say you're from East Palo Alto.
EPA.
Yeah. So you grew up out there your whole life?
Oh, not my whole life, but grew up out there, moved around. You feel me? Whatever family situations, and back there a couple times. You feel me? So yeah.
Yeah. How was it growing up? Because I feel like a lot of people don't be knowing about like East Palo Alto, like the 650 in general. So how was that in your perspective?
Well, I'm from the village and shit, so it's like a real small town, like 30 minutes in and out that bitch. Real small town. Boys and Girls Club was lit, you feel me? We turned in that motherfucker. I used to go to a school called Castaño. I think right now it's called like 49er Academy or some shit, you feel me? And right down the street was the Candy Lady. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. And down the street from that, Jack Harrell Park, you feel me? Back then, that shit looked like it was hella big, like Disneyland in that bitch, you feel me? But the nicest, you feel me, little place in the little city, you feel me? Because at one point in time, it was like the number one murder rate of, you feel me, for like 8-7 years straight or something like that. So it was cool to get those little opportunities. But yeah, there was hella clean and sober parties. If you know about them motherfuckers, it was turning them bitches.
You said sober parties?
It's called clean and sober parties.
Yeah,
we went with all like the
clean
grown.
and sober.
We went with the grown folks. It was like, I guess it was like probably hella. I had a song, just drop off facts.
I would never go to a party called clean and sober party.
It was. We was hella young though. It wasn't like
I missed out.
we was
an insider.
Yeah, we was young. It wasn't our parties. We would attend with the grown folks. You feel me? It was hella like dope. You felt a lot of our parents. You feel me? Recovering or whatever. So it was for them, but they brought the kids. So it would be the grown folks, and we'd be in there with them with the old school music and shit. So shit would be lit. It was like annual.
I feel like shit now. I didn't know that's where you was going with it. I thought.
Yeah, this shit sounds lit.
I thought it was an insider. Like I thought the parties was like the opposite of clean and sober, and that's what y'all just called it to keep the police away. But no, that the story behind it, I'm irritated. I just.
Yeah, what?
I'm so sorry.
I thought it was some rehab shit or like some.
Did you? Oh my God, your mind is so pure. God bless your soul. I gotta work on me. I said I'm healing. I'm not healed.
Yeah, we all going through our processes. Yeah.
Shout out to the clean and sober parties.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
If you don't,
it's okay.
keep trying.
But okay, so East Palo Alto too. What inspired you to get into music? Was it like, do you have family that was just listening to hella music, or what?
Well,
what
I
did
do
you
have
wanna
a lot of family that do music, or for like a lot of talent. You feel me? Like my cousins and shit, first cousins, they all do music and shit. Probably grew up in a church house, something like that. Maybe choir once or twice. So maybe that all plays a little role into it, but never really like, you feel me, specifically into music. I probably would have told you I'm finna be the next Denzel Washington in this bitch, baby. Actor PrimeTime in this motherfucker.
You smoke crack, don't you?
You feel me? So if you
I can see it.
Yeah, so music kind of like, you feel me? Like even when I dropped my freestyle, I used to freestyle with my partners Cordell, Dre, rest in peace, my partner Dre, you feel me? We used to just be freestyling all the time and shit, like just come over, we used to be doing our little shit, and I think that's kind of how like the freestyle drop started and shit, so.
Okay. And so what's your freestyles? Because I noticed like the shit that you be dropping now, it's more, you could say melodic. It's more like melodic and stuff. Were you doing that originally, or were you just like straight rapping? How did you?
I don't even think it was melodic too. I think it was just rapping. Like rapping is easier. Like rapping to me was always easy because I did that shit for fun. It was just like saying bullshit, like voices, like you feel me, coming out nonchalant with how I started with the melody. I used to do this thing like before I would start rapping, and that was just to like get my voice under control before I did the rap. And then like the producer would always leave that shit in there, and I used to, why are you leaving that shit in there? And then people would come up to me like, like you feel me, all the time, or like some shit like that. And then that's kind of how like I started to listen to that one day, and I started to kind of just go around that or something like that maybe.